Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's Saturday and I hope you guys are enjoying the start of your weekend. Carnival is here on FIFA 19, which is very exciting, and the promo itself looks awesome. It actually looks pretty good. I hope that we can grind things out throughout the week to maybe unlock one or two cool cards, and hopefully we'll get some really good SBC throughout the week as well, which might enable us to maybe change the look of our squad a little bit. Because I said this on Twitter yesterday, starting to feel a tiny itch, a little bit of an urge to maybe just make a change, just because we've been using roughly the same squad now for a few weeks. Whether that meant or whether that means cashing in and selling Ronaldo, probably for a huge loss, and then having lots of coins to then buy someone really cool or a few really cool players and completely changing the squad. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. But you can always leave your comments down below as to maybe one or two players that you might like to see me use over the coming few weeks and stuff. That would be pretty cool if you could do that. And whilst you're there, if you do me a favour, hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. So in today's episode, we need to play our first 3 weekend league games, which is definitely something I always like to show you slightly more extended highlights of every week. And then the next couple of episodes will be like just showing you the goals of what happens through the majority of my weekend league matches, and then as we progress through the start and the middle of next week, we'll start to look at like buying silver teams to do these the online single matches objective stuff to unlock what the likes of Emre Can, maybe Talisca, and there's a Ben Arthur, and all sorts of cool stuff available. The one thing I would say about that, though, is that I'm not a massive fan. I really don't want to use silver players, so I don't like that aspect of it. I like the fact that they've given us some sort of guideline, but I was speaking to a friend about this, and I do think that it would have been almost better if EA said, hey, you can use any squad you want, or even they could put like a nation or a league restriction on it, but like to a maximum of an 80 rating or something like that, which means you might be able to throw a few goals in there. Hey, you could throw like a crazy icon in there if you wanted to, but what that means is that you're going to have to bring the rest of your squad down to still get like an 80 rated squad. I would have liked to personally see that happen, as opposed to just silvers, because I think silvers are probably worse than ever, aren't they? Bronzes and silvers like the least usable they've ever been, maybe. I don't know, but it's not something that I look to use anymore. Whereas if you think back a few years, we used to love using like a Brasilva squad or something. Personally, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. That was one of my favourite parts of FIFA. But that stuff sort of died out, and yeah, it's to be expected, I guess, but now it's almost like they're forcing those requirements on us to sort of bring it back. But hey, at least there's no chance of you coming up against a full icon squad or a full team of the year squad in your search for completing Emre Can. So I won the first match 2-0, as you will have seen, and we go on into our second match right here, and I'm sure that free kick's broken. They must really have to move their goalkeeper to an unbelievable level if they're going to try and save that one, because you seem to get enough power on it that it always flies in. The goalkeeper doesn't quite dive for it. So I go 1-0 up pretty quick, and then Nedved pushes through here. We try and make it 2-0, and a lovely finesse shot would have gone in a couple of months ago, but hey, it's all been patched now, and all finesse shots go very wide of the post, right? But he gets through and scores a lovely goal in the 47th, 48th minute in the first half with Dybala. Perfectly timed, really nice, low-driven effort. I have to applaud my opponent for just a solid-looking goal. Probably wouldn't have gone in unless he green-timed that one. So maybe my theory that time shooting is not necessarily super useful anymore might not be relevant when you see a goal like that go in, which probably wouldn't have gone in otherwise. So yeah, 1-1 in this match, and it was a very close one. He plays it through to Ronaldo, gets it through to Mbappe, and strikes another green-timed, low-driven shot to go 2-1 up against me in the 60th minute. Another nice goal from my opponent. But I was getting stressed out. I was like, the first game, normally in the first game of the weekend league, I pretty much get a rage quit. But we won 2-0 in that one, but it went all the way to the 90th minute. This one, as you can see, just take a look at what happens here. So I'm pushing to try and get an equaliser right at the very end. He boots it back to his goalkeeper. That's probably the most ridiculous goal I've ever seen in FUT Champs. Like, I had messages of this guy after this game saying, what the hell happened there? So he didn't mean to do it. I mean, it's FUT Champs. You're not going to try and score an equaliser to take a game into extra time, are you? So he genuinely didn't mean to score an own goal. I've literally messaged the guy afterwards. And it was absolutely ridiculous that the luck that I got there to take this game through to extra time. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. That has got to be the craziest, like, luckiest or unluckiest moment for my opponent that I've ever seen in FUT Champs. But hey, we'll take it and we'll push on and we'll try to win this match. And actually, in extra time, a few minutes in, we go 3-2 up. So this game was dead and buried. It was like we were never winning this right at the end. And then that mistake happened. Well, I think he kind of gets a little bit back. I mean, look what happens. All sorts of rubbish goes on there. And that's a dodgy goal as well. So the goal that I got given to get the 2-2 goal was dodgy. Even the one that I scored with Aubameyang to make it 3-2 was dodgy. His 3-3 equaliser goal was pretty dodgy. So it was like this game just wasn't on tracks or something. Something was up. But we push it through to Carlos Tevez, a sub, in the 114th minute. And he is able to run through and calmly slot that one home for me to go 4-3 up. And I end up winning the game. Like I said a couple of times now, that's got to be the luckiest I've ever gotten when it comes to getting that goal right at the very, very, very end of the match. To the point where I'm just like, did the game do that? I don't know. It just felt so weird. But yeah, GG's to my opponent. We shared a couple of nice messages to each other after the game, but he sort of obviously wasn't very happy with the goal that went in. I can agree to that sentiment as well. What the hell happened there? I was very happy that it went in. But hey, so our first game went all the way to 90 minutes. Our second game went all the way to 120 minutes. But we come away 2-0. So a good start to our FUT Champs Weekend League. Then we come up against this guy, and I go 1-0 up. He's got a nice squad. He's also got lots of very, very solid players in his squad. But I do go 1-0 up with a Ronaldo header. Ronaldo then pushes forward. A nice quick passing moves here. Aubameyang into Ronaldo, and I strike it first time. And taking a shot like that, I felt so confident that one was going in. I might need to try and learn how to do that a little bit more. Whereas you play that, where you play that last ball through and you hit it first time. Because I feel like if I'd have taken a touch and then strike that ball, I wouldn't have felt as composed to take the shot. Whatever it was, hitting that strike first time, it worked, and it felt very, very, very composed. But as you can see, my opponent gets himself a corner. I'm 2-0 up. There's only 29 minutes on the clock. It's still early doors, and Pato rises higher than anyone to get him a goal back into this match. And I was a little bit shocked with that because the way that I'd scored twice really early on in this game, I felt like I was going to completely dominate this one. I then get a little bit unlucky and strike the crossbar with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and he pushes forward again with Nedved here. Nedved, a couple of nice turns and stuff. He's also done the SBC just like me. Pushes himself into the box, a couple of nice touches again, and lays it into the path of Pato, who strikes it in the top bins at my goalkeeper's near post. And it's 2-2, just like that, at half-time, when I genuinely thought I'd been dominating. Into the second half we go then. I bring on Zlatan, and of course, finesse shot goes wide of the post. That's how it is right now. Aubameyang pushes down the wing, whips it into the box. I'm trying to go for one of these headers again, and Ibra strikes the post. I'm getting a little bit unfortunate here. I probably should be a goal or two ahead, but my opponent forces a good save out of Alisson. I'm glad I brought him out a little bit there to try and close the angle down a little bit on Nedved when he was through one-on-one. So this one's also going to go to extra time, guys. We play it into Ronaldo, hit the shot with Ibra, and it comes off of the goalkeeper's hands. And, well, again, right at the end of that one, sort of little fumbling around everywhere, straight back into Courtois' arms. Now, half-time, extra time. 2-2 still. No goals been scored in extra time. I need a chance here. Tevez pushes forward, plays it into Zlatan, strikes it, but a good save from the goalkeeper. This 116th minute. I need something. I need a little bit of luck here. So he moved his goalkeeper from the corner, so I played it back post instead. And just like the last game, the amount of luck that I've just been gifted there for that to happen is unreal. Uncanny. So, yeah, we get another win. When you go to extra time, often you go to penalties. But if you don't go to penalties, I feel like extra time is a complete gamble. I make my subs at half time, so my players are very tired. This guy didn't make a sub until like the 80th minute. So he had players that were a lot more sort of alert and had a lot more stamina. So I felt genuinely very lucky to come away, especially those last 2 games, with 2 wins. So, 3 wins out of 3. We can now open the rare mega pack from the SBC we did at the very start of the episode, because Carnival was in packs. So I thought I'd save it up until then. And unfortunately, we didn't get one. We didn't get a walkout either. It's been a while since we've had something like that over on the Road to Glory. But we did get 84 rated Sergio Asenjo. Whether or not he becomes useful for an SBC or goes up in price a little bit, I don't know. But a whole bunch of other items and stuff. And with the Carnival promo coming out, we got another SBC. I'm assuming or hoping we're going to get stuff like this daily, because I do have a fair amount of like these just gold players that I'm never really going to use, whether they're tradable or untradeable. I don't really care. But I will happily throw them into these daily SBCs, or these good SBCs, when they cost sort of 7 or 8k in order to get like a rare Electrum pack or a 55k pack or something. Love the idea of that. Good chance for us to potentially get something, especially when there's a promo out. But unfortunately, this time we strike out and don't get very lucky. We actually get Nacho Monreal. So it feels like we scored an own goal, just like he did the other day in the Europa League. But yeah, it is what it is. We still come away with some silver players there. You'll see that there's like a German silver there, so that's obviously good for weekly objectives. Got other players that people could use in their SBCs that I can use in future SBCs. So it's all good. So at the end of this episode then, we come away with, well, look at the records of my players. Loads and loads of contributions from Aubameyang. The guy's an absolute beast. Who else is doing well? Arnautovic is pretty much level. Ronaldo's got about 200 and something contributions in 100 games. Nedved's come around quite well, actually, even though I'm not super enjoying him at the moment. And then Ibra has actually tallied over 100 goals now, and I think about 150 contributions in 180 games, something like that. Considering he literally plays the second half, or from about the 60th minute onwards sometimes, he's done incredibly well. He normally does get involved, and he's a massive game changer for me in the latter stages of a game. So, guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I've decided at the moment to not do the Carnival version of Hulk, because it's about 250,000 coins, and I don't have a use for that right now, even though I just about have the coins. I'm pretty sure EA said that we're going to get a lot of SBC players, so I'll probably save my coins for someone that would be definitely usable for me. If that happens, it happens, and we'll do an SBC and it'll be all fun. Other than that, I want to grind out the Carnival stuff. Obviously, I need to prioritise the Weekend League. Next couple of episodes will be me getting that done using our main squad and stuff. And then if we get other daily SBCs and other cool Carnival SBCs that I can go ahead and complete, I'll do that. And then we'll grind through the weekly objectives in a couple of days' time once we're out of the Weekend League and stuff. And it should be a nice, jam-packed, interesting week. I can imagine, or I can see things changing quite a lot over the next few days, just because once Carnival's all said and done, we might come away with a few of those types of players. Maybe we'll get lucky in an SBC, pack someone big, and our coin balance might go up. It's all up in the air right now, and I'm excited for it. I do like the look of this promo. The only thing I don't like is that I've got to use silver players, but hey, I'll get over that. That's just a personal thing. For a lot of you guys, that just means that it's not going to be against constant sweat, typical sweat squads, so at least it's different, right? But on first glance, it seems as though there is a lot more to do to play to win than there is to pay to win in this week's promo, which I'm a massive, massive advocate of. So, yeah, if you haven't done so already, hit a thumbs up on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Insta, on Twitter. Those links can be found down below. Most importantly, I hope you lot have a lovely day and continue to have a nice weekend, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode of The Road to Glory. Peace.